Alright, cool. What's good? I'm finna put y'all on how to bet on Bovada. This is sports betting and strategies for beginners. It's not that hard. If I can do it, you can do it. Very simple. Alright. If you're not familiar with the world of sports betting, then welcome to a very fun yet addictive lifestyle. If you are in fact familiar with this, you're probably wondering why I wrote a guide about something that has completely random odds, which is basically gambling. You may say to yourself, how can this guy write a guide on how to gamble? Well, driving down the street is a gamble, but you can mitigate risk by paying attention to signs and wearing your seatbelt. When I say that, I mean everything has some risk involved. You just have to minimize your risk with research, analysis, and critical thinking. This guide will help you minimize your risk in the world of sports betting. It's not going to guarantee you'll win, but it will minimize your risk, meaning you will win more than often as you would just looking at it and just picking it and not knowing what you're doing for real. Feel me? But first thing first, you need an online sports betting account. Be sure to research and find which betting platforms are legal in your respective states. I use Bovada. Bovada is an offshore book, really a Costa Rica based online sports bookie. So it is legal in Georgia. You can look it up. Some sites gonna say it's not, but majority of the sites on there gonna say it is. And it's offshore. It's not in the U.S. So you can't tax the money on there unless you withdraw your money off crypto and then transfer it to cash in your bank account. Then you gotta pay taxes. But if you taking it off using match pay, which I'm gonna show y'all how y'all can do, you won't have to pay taxes. So you'll be good. But anyway, if you in a state, then you can use DraftKings or FanDuel. Use those. But for me, I use Bovada, and I'm going to show y'all how to use Bovada. Alright, for this guide, we'll be using Bovada screenshots and references, but the numbers should be very similar, if not the same, across multiple betting platforms. First, let's get into the vocabulary, because sports betting can sound like a whole new language if you're new. Spread. All spread is when you look at the game, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, hockey, you will notice a category that says spread. Think of this as the difference a team must win or lose by in order for your bet to pay out. So the plus minus can be confusing sometimes. So let me explain it. Alright, for example, the Warriors playing the Clevelands. The bet might look like this. The Warriors got negative 9.5. That's the spread. Alright, this right here is the spread. In the middle, the minus 320, that would be like the money line. Basically money line, which I'm going to explain later, but it's like who win or lose the game. And 0225, that means over. U means under. So that means the game total would be over 225 points or under. So you can pick out of these bets. Alright, but we're talking about the spread right now. So let's focus on the spread. The minus 9.5 is what you want to focus on. The team with the minus is usually the team that is favored to win, meaning they are the favorite. They are most likely to win. That don't mean that they're gonna win, but they're most likely to win. That makes sense. So when you select minus 9.5 spread, it means you think that the Warriors will beat the Cavs by more than 9.5, meaning 10, since there are no half points in basketball. So if you pick minus 9.5, meaning they're going to win by more than 9.5 points. And if they win by 9, you lost your bet, because you got to win by more than 10. So 9.5 is basically 10. But say if you would have picked minus 10 and they won by exactly 10, you wouldn't have won the bet, but you wouldn't have lost at the same time. You would have just got your money back. That is what you call a push. We're gonna talk about that also. On the flip side, you're probably a diehard Cal fan, but you know they'll lose to the Warriors, but you think they will keep it close. So selecting plus 9.5 next to the Cavaliers means that you think the Cavs will either lose by less than 9.5 points or somehow win the entire game. So say if you want to bet on the Cavs to win, but you're not really that confident, You know, it's just a safe way of betting on the money line, but having a little safety net at the bottom. So if you feel like they'll win, but if they lose, they won't lose by more than 9, then that's when you'll pick plus 9.5. During the NBA season, I like to do that a lot because a lot of the time the underdogs win, and then you get majority of your money back when you bet on the underdog rather than a favorite. So definitely use that. Alright. But where I was at? Boom. Yes, it is a pretty interesting bet. But if you're confident in this team keeping it close or pulling off a whole upset, then that's a bet you want to select. Alright. Okay, we're gonna talk about money line. The money line is the old school. Put some money on it, then that's corny as hell. I don't know. Type of bet. We'll go ahead and use the same example from that before. So basically, money line is these numbers in the middle right here. If you think the Patriots will win, you will press minus 145. I will explain what the numbers mean in a little bit. Okay. If you think the Rams will win, you'll click the plus 125. And you see how I have win right here. Spread, total, it'll be on the column on Bovada, and I'll go on Bovada and show you how it look and everything. Okay. The middle column, I already broke that down. Okay. 1H, that's basically mean the first half of the game. So if you go to alternate lines on Bovada and you pick, you want to bet on just the first 2 quarters, you will go to the 1H. All right. The reason why people do that is sometimes you bet on a team that likes to play hard out the gate and usually does a lot of scoring in the first half. Or you can take advantage by knowing the team A is playing against team B, and team B star player is fresh off an injury, so you won't play till the second half. So you'll bet on the first half for that team to win because you know the best player not on the court. So that's an easy way to finesse Vegas. You feel me? And 2H is basically the second half. So the same thing, but you just betting on the last 2 quarters of the game, the last half of the game. Alright, if you watching this video, I'm pretty sure all y'all know what a parlay is. That's all y'all care about anyway. But I'm going to let you know what it is. So parlay is it's safe to say that once you bet on a parlay, you'll probably never stop. Because you always gonna want to hit that big amount for a little bit of money. You feel me? So for example, there's a 12 NBA game tonight, and you go down the line and you place your guesses for the winner of each game. You put 20 on all your guesses, and it'll pay out $1,900. So if all your guesses are right, you'll receive $1,920, which is what the big payout was. But if one bet go wrong out of those 12, just one, you lose the whole 20. So you can mix different sports too. You can do football, basketball, soccer, tennis. You can bet 2K, Madden, and whatever. You can bet on the Gatorade color. You can bet on whatever you want to bet on. I wouldn't bet on no dumb shit like that, but you can do it. Alright, so if you're confident about 2 hockey games, 1 baseball, and 3 NBA games, you can miss all your bets, put them on one slip, and pray you hit. Alright, and that's like basically how it will look on Bovada. Like, it'll have the 2 teams right here, tell you the date, the time, and then you'll click those for the spread. Minus plus mean they will lose by 7 or win. Minus mean the Celtics will win by more than 7. Now, if they win by 6 and you click 7.5, you don't get no money. You should have went the money line. You get what I mean? It's just that simple. If you think the full game will finish under 216, then you pick you. If you think it'll hit over, you pick O. I don't personally like to bet on the totals that much. I usually keep it within the spread and the win. But I know some people that hit good on the totals also. So it's just about what you like. Alright, a lock is a slang term for a bet that is backed by very predictable knowledge. When someone says I got a lock for you, it's something like I just explained, and they're usually putting a lot of money on a single bet than they usually would. So, say if your bankroll 500, which is something I usually do, and I only bet 100 a day. If I see a lock that day, I might go 200. Cause I'm just super confident in the play for that day. So if it's a lock, it basically means like 80% plus percentage of that bet hitting. Now, just because it's a lock don't mean it's gonna hit, but if it's a lock, don't be scared to put some money on it. Alright, a live bet. This is why I like Bovada, because you can bet like while the game is going on. So say if, let's see, what's a good example? Alright, just like the Chiefs on the Super Bowl last year when they were playing the 49ers, and the 49ers was up, and the Chiefs were probably the favorites in the beginning of the game, but during that game when they were down, they were not the underdogs, so they were probably like plus 200, meaning if I put 20 on there, I would have made 40 back. If I put 100 on there, I would have made 200 back. That's a good time to like bet live on a game when a team you know is real good is down and they capable of coming back. Because if you bet it before the game, they probably were the favorites, and your 100 probably would have only brought you $70 because they were favorites. So sometimes you want to wait like till the game starts, see if they go down a little bit, then put some money on it so you can get majority of your money back. That's a little gem I just gave y'all for the free. That's some slight, but live bet is a bet that is placed while the game is going on. What I basically said. The catch is you can only do parlays if all the bets are off the same category when they are live. So if there are 3 NBA games going on, you can parlay all of the spreads only or all of the money lines only. You can't mix spreads and money lines in a slip once the game started. And I be trying to do that so much, but they are not going. So don't even try it. Alright, push was a word I said earlier. A push occurs when you receive your money back due to a special situation. For example, a game that you bet on gets canceled, you receive your money back. If you have a spread for -7, meaning that team will win by more than 7, like I said earlier, a similar example, and the final score is 107 to 100, meaning they won by exactly 7, not more, but exactly 7, you will get your money back. So it give you a chance to bet another time, another day, So, you get your money back, you ain't gonna be too mad because you didn't lose it. You just got it back. Alright, odds. I know these odds are crazy. Y'all seeing all these numbers, you like, what is going on? You see -12, -105, -1,000, plus 600. Like, this don't make sense. Trust me, it ain't that hard. If you're somebody who had all A's in math in high school, then you should be able to calculate your odds before you type in the risk amount. But if you didn't like me, you'll need to know how to calculate and understand your risk to reward ratio. And